How's it going, guys? This is Hunt Central, and today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo on Spirit Halloween's 2024 Deluxe Ghostface. So this is the deluxe version of Ghostface for this year. For those of you that don't know, there are two this year. One is this one, the deluxe, that comes with interchangeable heads and two knives featuring the aged mask, the blood mask, as well as the bloody machete and the classic knife. And then there is the static version of this that lights up and as it sounds, is just a static, and that one I believe is around $129.99. This guy, however, is $279.99. With a coupon, he was around $220. So for an animatronic that has two masks, two knives, and the motion he has and the animation he has, honestly, not a bad price. So I'll give you guys a look at the box here. Box is a little beat up, so hopefully the prop itself is okay. However, this is the only one I could find in like a 300-mile radius. And he is exclusive for Spirit Halloween 2024, as you guys know. He is at the front of the IC in the archway, and he's also going at our archway this year for the haunt. So haunt construction actually starts today, but before I get into that, I wanted to make sure I unbox this guy because he is one of our main pieces for the haunt this year. So let's get right into it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open him up for the very first time. The Dr. Zombie spiel right in the front. Okay, it actually looks like we have the slide out method here, so just go ahead and do that. Just like that. Change the camera angle so you guys can see good. All right, so moving on here, we got his instructions. There's a lot in this box. Here is his one arm with the machete in it. So the machete is actually rubber. It's not actually what I was totally expecting. Here's the other arm. So it looks like he actually comes with multiple arms. Interesting. So he comes with multiple arms, actually. I figured it was just going to be the knife that was interchangeable, so it's the entire arm. But there's the knife. We got his clothing. It's basically just in a giant Ziploc bag. So there's his clothing there, as well as a weight. Looks like a pouch with a bunch of zip ties in it. All right, we got head number one here. So there is the aged mask right there. And then I'm guessing this is head. Yep, this is head number two. Comment below which one do you guys like better. I'm a fan of the aged mask more than the bloody mask. And it looks like we're gonna have to get some scissors here. I know you guys are probably thinking I really should just have these in hand for every unboxing. You're not wrong. Okay, there's his receipt. I don't know where that went. There's his module with a whole lot of stuff in it. So there is the protective. There's the protective plastic for the control box, and that's the module. There is the other leg pull. There is the other arm. So I was guessing that it was just the knife that was interchangeable. So you literally change his whole arm. So there's the other arm that you do not change. There are his shoes. One shoe. And there's shoe number two. There's his hip loop, the adapter, and last but certainly not least, we have the base, which is pretty large, or pretty standard size, I should say. It's not too large. So we'll make sure we have all the parts, we'll lay them out, and we'll get into the build. All right, so here are all of his parts out of the box. It may look overwhelming, but honestly, he does not have that many parts. So we got the base, the leg pulls, the arm that is not interchangeable, the shoes, the hip bracket, both masks, the weight bag with included zip ties, the clothing, both interchangeable arms with the interchangeable knives, the module, and I have the adapter actually over there in the other room. So without further ado, let's get started on Ghostface. Alrighty, so first we're gonna lay the base down and slide the shoes over. Alright, next we're gonna snap lock both legs in. Traditional snap locks here. There's one and number two right there. Okay, first we're going to slide the hip loop underneath, kind of just sneak that in and attach it right there. And then next we're going to go ahead and snap lock the module into the prop, ensuring both pins click in. Always gets a little tight on this side, just like that. So I went ahead and did this part off camera because it's a little tricky, but you're basically just going to lift the spring up, wrap it around, or do not wrap it around actually I should say, and just hook it onto this little hole right up here, and that controls his arm that does the stabbing motion. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and slide his costume on, ensuring that the IR sensor is of course facing out. Just stage his hood there. There we go, we can leave him up. Alright, and next it is time for the head. I'm going to start with the aged mask. We can always change that out in a few minutes here. But basically you're just going to take the head and it just slides right into place, just like that. And then we'll pull, of course, pull his hood up. Just go over the head. Velcro that in the back. Alright, next we're going to attach his arm. I am going to start with the machete. However, like I said, that is up to you, and I'm going to change them out in a few minutes here, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to start with the machete. Alright, you guys all know the controls, step pad, off, and then sensor. And then we have the volume control right here. At the moment, it looks like he's turned all the way up, so we're just going to bump that about right there. It's about halfway, and then we're going to go ahead and plug in his adapter right there. And I got all the wires connected up. It looks like the only wire I had to connect was the wire for the IR sensor, so that's always good. Of course, he doesn't have any lighting effects, so that does make sense. So let's plug him in and give him a go.
Now I see something red.